The notification appeared while he was answering emails he barely cared about. $5,080, luxury resort package confirmed. At first, he thought it was spam. Some fake travel scam trying to trigger panic. But the reservation code looked legitimate, and when he opened the details his stomach tightened slowly instead of all at once. 5 guests. Oceanfront suite. Round-trip flights, 7 nights in Maui. His family's names were attached to every ticket. The miles balance on his travel account sat near zero. He stared at the screen long enough for it to dim. For a few minutes, he honestly tried to explain it away. Maybe the account got hacked, maybe someone cloned the card, maybe customer support would tell him there had been a system error. Then he saw the travel dates. The same week his mother had casually mentioned wanting a little family reset during Sunday dinner. Something inside him went very still. He opened the account history. Password reset attempts from a month earlier. A successful login from his sister's city 2 weeks after that. Additional authorized users added and removed, not random. Planned. He leaned back in his chair and rubbed his eyes. The worst part wasn't the money. He had spent years collecting those miles through delayed flights, work trips, airport layovers, hotel loyalty programs he barely enjoyed using. The worst part was how unsurprised he suddenly felt. His sister answered on the second ring. "Oh," she said immediately. "You saw it." He waited. There was laughter in the background. Airport noise. Someone rolling luggage across tile. "You guys used my miles. You never use them. That's not the point." Another pause. Then the sentence that stayed with him longer than the booking itself. "You always hoard points. We made use of them." Not borrowed, not needed help. Made use of them, like he was a storage closet nobody asked permission to open anymore. He looked out the office window while she kept talking, explaining packages, discounts, how expensive everything had gotten, how everyone deserved a vacation after the last few stressful years. Nobody had asked him once. "What did Mom say about this?" he asked quietly. "She said you'd probably complain for a day and get over it." That hurt more than he expected, not because it was cruel, because it sounded believable. For years, he had been the dependable one, the organized one, the one who booked emergency flights when relatives got sick, the one who used his rewards account to help cousins travel for weddings, the one who stayed up fixing reservation mistakes nobody else wanted to deal with. Somewhere along the line, helpfulness had quietly become public property. His sister kept talking, voice tightening now. "Don't make this dramatic." He opened the airline portal. "I'm not." Then he froze the account. The silence on her end changed immediately. "What did you just do?" He didn't answer. First, the airline fraud department. Then the credit card company. Then the resort directly. Calm voice. Verification questions. Account compromise. Unauthorized redemption. Escalation request. The representatives were almost painfully professional. "Yes, sir. I understand. We'll secure that immediately." No emotion. Just process. By the time he reached the resort manager, the bookings were already collapsing in real time. "We cannot honor reservations tied to a disputed account," the manager explained. "The package has been voided pending investigation." He thanked her politely. Then he closed his laptop and sat in silence for several minutes. He expected satisfaction, anger, vindication. Mostly he felt tired. His mother called 3 hours later, not angry at first, panicked. They're saying the reservation disappeared. Airport announcements echoed behind her. "What did you do?" He listened to the noise around her. Rolling suitcases. Children crying somewhere nearby. His sister talking sharply in the background. "The front desk is saying we don't exist," his mother said. For a moment he almost reversed everything. Not because they deserved it. Because disappointing families still felt unnatural to him, even now. Then he remembered the sentence again. "We made use of them." "I guess," he said carefully, "they needed the actual owner of the account." His mother inhaled sharply. "You embarrassed us." He almost laughed at that, not loudly, not cruelly, just quietly to himself. Because the humiliation apparently began at the hotel desk, not when they secretly drained $5,000 from him. The family group chat exploded that night. Overreaction. Selfishness. Legal threats nobody intended to follow through on. One cousin privately messaged him, "Honestly, they shouldn't have done that." That tiny sentence felt strangely enormous. His sister stopped speaking to him completely. His mother reduced communication to clipped holiday texts and medical updates about relatives. Nobody apologized directly. Weeks later, though, his mother called again, not to fix things, just to talk. Near the end of the conversation, quieter than usual, she said, "We didn't think you'd actually stop us." He sat with that after the call ended. Because it explained almost everything. People got used to him absorbing inconvenience, covering costs, fixing problems, staying calm, being understanding. And eventually, they stopped seeing his restraint as generosity. They saw it as permission. After that, passwords changed, shared access disappeared. Financial boundaries became explicit instead of implied. Family gatherings continued. Birthdays still happened. Photos still got posted online. But something fundamental had shifted, not shattered, just clarified. And in some quiet way, that felt more permanent.